Hey fellow Patriots, Bravo Echo here from Hope for Survival. It's been a while. I wanted to fire out a video to post on YouTube to kind of catch you up on where things are at right now with Hope for Survival. It's been about 2 months since I've had time to put together a video to post. It's been extremely busy with the holidays and um, other things taking place in the Hope for Survival world. So let me run through a few things real quick to kind of catch you up. First, welcome. If this is your first time visiting the YouTube page for Hope for Survival, make yourself at home. You'll find lots of videos on here talking about food preparedness, security, and some on sheltering, and just some basics to preparedness. I hope you all are still focused on your boots on the ground, personal preparedness for yourself and your family and your community. Regardless of what's taking place in the nation, you need to stay focused on you and building your own preparedness plans. A quick catch up for you over the last couple months. In between my day job and tending to Hope for Survival website and writing the newsletter and taking care of the Thursday night Zoom rallies. We're getting ready to have rally number 41. I'm excited about that. But I've been on the road in Georgia and North Carolina, Tennessee, and Alabama, meeting with like-minded patriots, helping them build preparedness plans in and around their family, and their team members. In addition to the road trips to these locations, also had the opportunity to cross paths up on the mountains of Tennessee with my sidekick Festus, and we had about a 4-hour meeting to discuss where things are at today with Hope for Survival and some things that are upcoming in the next 3 to 6 months on some growth opportunities and some different type things that I would like to do to help fellow patriots in their preparedness efforts. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, things will slow down just a little bit. I'd like to get back while we're still in the COVID lockdowns. One of the things we have been able to do through using the Zoom platform is to continue to have meetings from folks from everywhere from Virginia to Montana to help build bonds, team building, leadership classes, and so forth. So I'm hoping to start doing some more Saturday morning classes for the new folks that are joining Hope for Survival to cover some of the basics for the new people. Mark your calendar. If you have never attended Heritage Life Skills, my Patriot brother and sister, Miss Jan and Mr. Bill, down at Carolina Readiness Supply in Waynesville, North Carolina, they have announced the date for the 2021 Heritage Life Skill event. It will be at a different location this year. It'll be at the county fairgrounds, but it's scheduled for the 21st through the 23rd of May. So mark your calendar. They have collected all the information from the instructors who wish to teach classes there, to include myself, and they're putting together schedules, and soon they'll be posting on the Carolina's Readiness Supply website sign-ups for those who wish to attend. It is a minimal cost to attend 1 day to 3 days of these events to get some quality training and meet some really awesome like-minded patriots, retired professionals, really great people. I have met some really great friends there who I now consider to be part of my family, and I love spending time with them when I'm out on the road. Again, that's May 21st through the 23rd in Waynesville, North Carolina, which is in western North Carolina. So one of the things that we've been talking about in our Zoom rallies, and I've written a little bit on in the Patriot Express newsletter, which is posted on the website on Friday evenings, is a lot of folks have been turned upside down over the recent election. And one of the things I've been trying to point out to folks is to not get so caught up in the events that occurred and forget to focus on what they can control, and that is their own personal preparedness and where they stand in their personal faith. Those are the two things that are highly important in your preparedness effort. Keep your feet grounded and don't chase rabbits, okay? Or be like a cat and chase your tail. Stay focused on what you can control, and that is you, your family, your home, and the 5-mile radius that's around you. Building teams and being able to have good intel reporting on changes as to what could impact you directly. The cause of events happens most likely outside, maybe in Washington, D.C., but what we need to focus on is how these causes will impact your direct life. And don't forget Mother Nature. We're in wintertime. Hopefully you've adjusted your day bag or your ready bag or your bug out bag to reflect the change of the seasons. We're in winter months, snow and ice, power outages, and things of that nature. Those could have a more direct impact to you right now than what's happening in Washington, D.C. But with the change to any administration, which most of us have lived through many of them, there's things that you need to focus on how they will impact you. You may have higher taxes. It could affect your retirement if you are retired. The higher taxes could impact the flow of your income. There's higher food costs. The cost of food has been going up for 9 months or more and continues to go up. Food availability in certain regions. But two specific things that I wanted to point out. There is a proposed House Resolution 127, which is a firearms and registration license for individuals that own firearms. Go on the web, look up HR 127, read it, and be knowledgeable of it. If you do not support it, you need to write to your elected officials and let them know you do not support it, you do not wish them to support it, and tell them why. Be respectful in the emails or letters that you send in, okay? Just be knowledgeable of what the bill is, and then demonstrate through your letter what part you do not support and so forth, and let them know that, okay? Something in HR 127 that concerns me, the whole resolution concerns me, but one thing specifically is for you to get a license to own a firearm that you already possess legally through your Second Amendment right. There is a psychological aspect to getting this license, okay? And if you're paying any attention to things that are going on right now, you will have noticed there's a lot of targeting of individuals that have a right-wing ideology, okay? It is not in line with the current administration, as you probably know, and in order for you to pass the background check to get this license, things that you may have posted on social media or other platforms can prevent you from getting this license, which means without the license, you cannot legally possess a firearm. So give that some thought. The second one is Executive Order 12333. Okay, and this is U.S. intelligence activities. Now, this has been around for several years. This was actually put into play under President Reagan. And basically what it was doing, it was directing all government agencies to work with the CIA on the sharing of information. It was further bolstered in the post 9/11 investigation when the commission came out, and it was one of the shortfalls was that the CIA and the FBI were not communicating. Now, by law, the CIA cannot operate on U.S. soil in a domestic manner, but they can, by law, share information. The new administration is pushing an expanded version of EO 12333, and basically what it's going to do is target individuals as domestic terrorists. Again, this could be a difference in ideology as to maybe you're a constitutional patriot who does not agree with some of the policies and direction that's being taken right now by the new administration. So pay attention to it. Again, if you don't agree with it, you need to write and let your elected officials know, okay? And speaking of that, you've probably witnessed or you have read actions that have taken place. The march in Washington, D.C. back in January the 6th and all the fallout from it, and the individuals that are accused of rioting and breaking into the Capitol building and so forth. I'm not going to get into that. But what I want to point out is a lot of folks are talking about a Civil War II and taking up arms to go take to the streets. That is not a good course of action right now, okay? What we need to do, all of us, and if we don't do it, we have no room to complain, okay? One of the most asked questions that I'm asked in the last couple months is, who should I talk to about it and what can be done about it? Well, I'm telling you right now, get involved, okay? You need to first get smart. You need to understand the role of the sheriff. You need to know what is the sheriff's job, and you need to also read the Constitution, or at least the First Amendment and the Second Amendment, and understand it. I would encourage you to read Saving the Constitution by Dr. Richard Proctor. If you go on my website in this Saturday and read the Patriot Express newsletter, edition 96, I have more expanded information on steps that you can take to get involved, but you need to get involved and let your voice be heard respectfully in your local community. To fix this problem, we have to all do it at the local level and work our way through our local communities up to our state level. There's 2 states that I know of right now, North and South Dakota, who are both working on legislation that will prevent the federal government from coming into their state and imposing restrictions that violates your First and Second Amendment right. You need to voice your concern and encourage your state legislators to do the same type of action to protect your First and Second Amendment rights. So get involved. If you want more steps on things you can do, go to the website Hope for Survival and read this Saturday edition 96 newsletter. Another thing that's upcoming here shortly, I'll be working on a project with my friend Christopher Scott, who does a daily podcast out of the Philadelphia region. And Chris contacted me a couple of weeks ago and asked would I do an 8-week series with him on self-resilience, self-reliance, and I accepted the offer. I just had to delay it a few weeks until I cleared my plate some. In addition to all the road trips I've been doing and the daily requirements of running the website, I've also been doing vulnerability assessments for families on site or doing them virtually. So that's time consuming and requires a bit of focus, and it's hard to jump back and forth. So Chris and I will be doing this 8-week series, and I will, as we do them and he releases the podcast, I'll post them on the Hope for Survival YouTube page. I'm actually looking forward to that. That's a great subject. One of the goals of Hope for Survival is to help every individual and their family get prepared, and the overall mission is to establish self-reliance and self-dependence. You may lose your job, you may be in a car wreck, you may have an injury, there may be an act of Mother Nature. There's many things that can impact your way of life, okay? And when you have disasters at the local level or the regional level, a lot of folks like to point their fingers at FEMA because they did or didn't do this. Always remember, FEMA responds at the request of the state governor, and they come with the resources the state governor has requested. So if there's not enough food or not enough water, or not enough tents, it is the state governor who is responsible for requesting those resources from the federal government through FEMA. Okay? So your best bet is to get prepared the best you can and be able to survive on your own and take care of you and your family until there is an established norm to help you get back to your daily life. Okay? So there's a quick update. Things are still moving fast. We have a lot of folks joining the website, groups being established from Asheville, Waynesville, North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina, Franklin, North Carolina, Rabun County, Georgia. Here in my community as well, Crossville, Tennessee, Monticello, Kentucky, Huntsville, Alabama, and so forth. And there's others who are waiting in line for help to help establish preparedness groups. So if you are preparedness minded and you and your family or community would like to start setting up a group, you can email me at preparedness101@protonmail.com. Contact me and let me know where you are and what you're looking for, and we'll help you. You can visit the Hope for Survival website at https://www.hopeforsurvival.com. Go on, read the newsletter. There's probably 400 plus articles and newsletters, checklists that I've posted on there in the last 2 years. So go make yourself at home and check out the information. If there's something you're looking for and you can't find it, just ask me, okay, and I'll help you. So all in all, things are going well. Again, I apologize that it's been a 2-month lapse since I was last able to post on YouTube. I have put up a MeWe Hope for Survival page, and I will hopefully soon be able to have a Rumble page as well. So Festus and I are moving things along best we can. It's just everything takes time, and there's not enough time in the day right now. So keep yourself safe, get prepared, stay prepared, keep your head on a swivel, know what's going on around you, build your plans, and focus on your 5-mile radius around your home and your community. Okay? Until next time, be blessed and stay in touch. Thanks for watching. Bravo.